Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts as we continue onwards in the China-Korea race battle. This is going to be ZhanHun going up against Skey. I feel like Skey is not at all well known in the foreign scene. Yeah, and he really isn't, but he's a very strong player. He had a very good cast from using Rock Star League last season. I've casted him in several different like show match type series. And I've actually played him several times on ladder. He's a really good Terran player. One of these guys, you know, there's like this group of like maybe 10-ish Terran players that are right on the brink of ASL, really, really close. And yeah, so I think he's going to be a strong one. He's going to be a hard one for ZhanHun to go up against. We're on Vermeer here. You know, Vermeer, a great 4-player map. I think probably the best map that we have currently. And we'll see how these guys both want to end up approaching this. Is it going to be something highly aggressive? You know, is it going to be something greedy? Hard to say. Looks like forward gateway here from ZhanHun. And which way will he scout? He's going to scout to the south, so he's not going to find him right away. Now, Skey, let's see what can happen. Okay, so notice how he's bringing his SCV to build his barracks down here. This means very likely he's going to try to go for a gasless expand, but not 100%. Okay, he's actually going to make his gas. We've seen lately a lot of people going for like 2 depot gasless and stuff. Not always, but normally you put a kind of a forward gate or a forward barracks. Now, he is going for the gas, and the gas is pretty quick. So Skey is just going to use this as like a forward place to micro against Zealots. He'll put a depot over here. And he'll need that as well because there are going to be some Zealots on the way here from ZhanHun, who is going ahead. He's adding in his assimilator, so it looks like, you know, until the cybernetics core is done, he'll be making Zealots. So we're going to see at least 1 more Zealot, probably 2 more at this point because you have to make that cybernetics core. So like probably a 3 Zealot rush into Dragoons coming up. And bam, 225 on the factory. So that is from the 11 gas that he had. Of course, that does make you slow down on 1 depot, which means that sometimes you can be slowed slightly on a Marine, but it looks like here, the way that he held everything, he should be able to start a secondary Marine. This Marine comes out, starts hitting that probe. Now, if the Zealot can get ahead of the Marine, it's huge. Okay, he turns around in plenty of time. Now this is just going to come down pretty heavily to micro. How much damage can Skey get onto this Zealot without taking damage himself? Because there is a secondary one on the way. Ooh, very good micro. Oh, turns around and gets a hit there on the Marine. Now he kills the probe. That's a big kill. The probe actually adds a lot of damage. Doesn't quite get that SCV. Very, very good pull by Skey. Takes another hit on his Marine, though. That is a problem. The Zealot right now, he has taken some hull damage, but the secondary one comes in. So this is where you can hit from this side and then walk around the other side. Great block right there. Trying to get on top of these Marines. Gets another one. Vulture on the way. Now, this is not out of control yet. The Dragoon is coming up. If he can reduce these anymore, it's pretty huge. Sends one into the mineral line and ends up getting 1 SCV. But Skey's micro was too good here, I think. Like, overall, I look at this. This is Skey favored, okay? You just lost, like, 2 Zealots, and you're going to lose a 3rd one, and the Dragoon isn't here yet. This is the type of situation that Skey should just counterattack in. You should make Marines non-stop, get another depot, and you can either go mine Vulture or you can go mine Tank. You can make 1 tank here and attack, and it's really, really good. Now, he's got 4 Marines, so that will hold off this Dragoon just right. You see him pulling back the hurt ones. Yeah, getting that extra damage on there. He's targeting down what he can, just getting a few pickoffs, but you don't want to continue to fight. That's getting kind of low. The Vulture going around, and it is mines and a tank. This is going to be bad for ZhanHun, especially considering here he's gone for a Nexus and didn't add anything else. If you waste 3 Zealots early on like this, this is the best play right now. This is the best counterplay to that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And like, yeah, the Nexus is a lot quicker. If you somehow hold, that's going to be amazing. Oh, he gets the Vulture. That's actually huge. I wasn't paying attention to that. But the Vulture it has a very important job. You put like one mine in front of here, and that's what you base your whole attack around. They can't go through the mine, because if the mine hits the Dragoons, it's even worse for Protoss. Because look, 4 Marines and a tank are better than 3 Goons, and especially when you add Vultures in there. So missing that mine is an issue. He has a Robo coming up. He's diving on the tank. He's diving so hard on the tank right now, but there was no Vulture here to help, so he does end up getting that, lays a mine down. See, this Dragoon very, very low at the moment. Gonna try to lay another mine. Gets another mine. That's a great high-quality mine. Oh, man. Like, the tank kill was pretty good from ZhanHun, but, ooh, drags into those Marines. He's got to get this Vulture. The Vulture can deal so much damage. There are more Vultures coming up, and the Marines holding the ramp. Beautifully done by Skey. Great micro over here. Have to zoom out to see everything that's going on. But look at this. Even laying mines where the next Dragoon's going to pop, and still somehow has this alive. Killed that other Dragoon with his remaining Marines. He's going up the ramp. Dude, that's too much damage. He's going to lose the first Goon that pops out of here because it's going to get flanked by mines. See? And that was beautifully done by Skey. This is what I would like to call, and that's a quick game, but I'll just analyze it for a moment here. That's what I like to call a skill check, okay? When you're sending 3 Zealots across the map, that is like a skill check build. More so for Terran than for Protoss, but also slightly for Protoss when you get to these higher levels, where it's like, oh, did you just waste 3 Zealots? If you waste 3 like that, and it just doesn't work out, you should probably just throw a second gate down. I know it's bad, but you spent 300 minerals and you didn't get anything done. And Terran has 2 production facilities, right? And they get 1 upgrade and they just get so much value out of it. So, you know, he sent those Zealots across, got no damage, still wanted to do the greedy expand. Against a weaker Terran player, sometimes that expand will just stand, he'll hold everything, he'll just kind of out micro and be way ahead and just be like, yeah, I made mistakes, but I'm fine. Here, Skey showed that you can punish these situations. Very, very well done, and that means that we're down to paralyze on the Protoss side. We'll see if Skey can continue that win streak. GG, guys. Sorry it was a shorter one here today, but thanks for watching.